Hi, here back again to talk with you about wands. Today, how to polish wands. Now, if you saw my previous video where I attempted to show you how to polish a wand, you saw there was no audio, to which I can only say, Dear Stephen Chen, I think that the people who have bought your fabulous product from you have not done your service full duty. Now, what you'll need is, first, a wand. One must have one of these if one is going to polish one. You will also need a good strong cup of tea. In this case, this is Irish breakfast tea, made in the English style with a bit of milk. And I know that Clay can tell you all about why you have to have milk with your tea. Now, I also have some rags, which I got from my lovely spouse. I heartily recommend talking with your lovely whatever about this before you grab these and start whacking them up, because you will be whacking them up and you will be ruining them, and they won't be suitable for anything else once you're done. The last time I did this, I used some silver polish, which I like to start with, but now since I've already done that, I'm going to move on to a much finer polishing. Ooh, what is that? Oh dear, oh dear. And a much finer polishing material, which is toothpaste. Now, for my friends who are watching in England, toothpaste is a product that Americans and other parts of the world put onto brushes, very small brushes, very much like you'd use for shining your shoes, and we use it to shine our teeth and get the various food particles of the day out of it, not having the teas that you do, which are quite capable of doing that simply with a sip of tea. Now, I know this seems insane, but believe me, it really does work. You just put a little bit on. Now, before there was a lot of mucking about with water and rubbing on and rubbing off and stuff like that. And I know that you're probably saying, Kieran, don't be insane. We're not college students trying to patch a wall so that we can get out of our rent and not have to pay the damage credit. Yeah, toothpaste is useful for that. Toothpaste is also useful as a polish. I mean, remember, it's designed to polish enamel. And enamel's about the strongest thing that animals can grow in their bodies, besides a grudge. Now, just put a little bit on there and begin moving it very slowly in little orbits. Now, if you're polishing something and you're not sure where to start, you can go get some Comet cleaner and use a copper brush. I swear to God, you will polish something. If you've got a Teflon pan that has a coating on it, you'll polish the coating right off it. But if you've got some pieces of metal that you really need to get shiny, and they're currently covered with grud and stuff, ooh, minty, then a little Comet and a wire brush of some sort will really take it off. And then from there, you can slowly work your way towards toothpaste. Now, I'm not going to use water on this because the seal that I've used here is still eager to grab any water that it can get, and that's part of the reason I'm polishing it. I want to seal the pores a little bit and get a little bit higher shine on it. I did stain this. Hi, Dr. Girlfriend. Dr. Girlfriend just knocked over a bunch of my drawing stuff. Kia, a thing happened with the cat and the thing with the plate. So, sharing my room. And so my wife does know just how insane I am, yes. And there we are. Now it looks pretty cruddy, looks very wet. Anyway, I guess the main point is, at this point, I don't want to use something as aggressive as a silver polish. I don't want to be putting water on it, which just occurred to me that I'm going to have a toothpastey wand. Oh well. Might use an oil later. Now, this has worked a little bit into the surface. Ooh, it's kind of sticky and tacky. But when you take that off, what you'll find is a little bit higher shine. And I think the camera's picking that up. It doesn't, and you can see the line between here, where I was getting some on here, and there, where I didn't. Toothpaste really does polish. It's astonishing, and it's hard to understand, but it is a polish, and it really can do a job for you. And there we are. So that's how you polish wand. In the last video I described this wand, no audio, so perhaps I'll describe it again. It has a poplar bottle, so the bottle is poplar. The cap is permanently glued on, so I don't have to worry about stuff falling out. Inside here, there's a double-pointed smoky quartz crystal, about there, and it butts into this piece of wood, and the other end butts into this piece of oak. So the shaft is oak. Down the center of the shaft of oak, the core of the wand is a pheasant feather, and let's see if you can move that so it can actually, there we go. You can see it against my hair. It's a white and brown pheasant feather and hops vine, and that's going to be pretty tenacious and interesting to work with. It also has a silver plated, right, silver plated copper rod down it, and the cap on this end is a piece of moon gem thing, crystal stuff. Oh, what's moonstone? There. I don't know very much about rocks, but some of them work and some of them don't, and moonstone's one of the ones that works. So I'll do a little bit more cleaning on this, a little more polishing. I hope you're having fun polishing your wands, and don't hesitate to comment if you have any suggestions for something that would be a better polish. Toothpaste can be sticky if you don't really rub it in, rub it off. And if it's not available where you live, such as England, then look at silver polishes and things like that. Copper polishes, I think, are a little bit hard. You want something that's really designed for jewelry. And I guess quite reasonably you could ask, why don't you use a floor polish or a furniture polish? It's very simply, I don't like touching it. They all leave a kind of residue on the wand that isn't very pleasant to handle. So this is really the shine I'm looking for, though, and I think I'm pretty much done with this one. I think we could call that good, and that's 7 minutes even. So I hope you're having an awesome day, and go play with your wand.